Nerdy sports fan here. Jacksonville Jaguar fans, all 9 of you, this one's for you. You finally did it. Finally. You got rid of Blake Bortles. The rest of the league's been telling you to do that for 2 years. You picked up Nick Foles, Super Bowl MVP. I'm hoping here. I really am. The formula doesn't have a strong history for winning. Grabbing a veteran quarterback that's not necessarily top-tier quarterback and going to the Super Bowl and winning with him. I mean, what's the last few times it's happened? Eli Manning, people call him a franchise quarterback, but he was never that. He won because they had great defense and very, very conservative game plan coach in Tom Coughlin that knew when to run the ball. And then you had Brad Johnson before that. Another defense win. Trent Dilfer comes to mind. Defense win. You could say that Peyton Manning's last season when he won the Super Bowl, he was not the quarterback that he was. Just veteran guy, but again, defensive win. So, Jacksonville has a great defensive personnel. It really does. Not, I think, as dominant, though, without Malik Jackson. And just 2 years ago to last year, they didn't play the same. Now, you're relying on players like Miles Jack, like Jalen Ramsey, the young players that were contributing a couple of years ago to step up as veteran leadership and really take this defense to the next level. I hope they can do that. You can replace Malik Jackson in the middle in this draft very easily. So the lack of all other action on the offensive side of the ball shouldn't be too big of a deal. You don't really know what your wide receivers are. You don't. You can't, because Bortles was terrible. And yeah, there's hope there. You know, you had some speedy talent at least, and getting a better quarterback behind that offensive line, which was also terrible, might help that. You have very good running backs, but again, terrible offensive line. Other teams have fixed offensive line and addressed it really well this offseason. Jacksonville should have. They definitely didn't. Foles is it. So, yeah, I'm hoping that they fix the offensive line in the draft. There's a few top-tier players in this coming draft for offensive line that's going to be available, but it's just not as rich a position as defensive front is in this draft. So I'd be leery. I really would. I think drafting offensive line where Jacksonville is kind of reaching. There's plenty of other talented players, much more talented than the offensive linemen that are going to be available to them. I don't think this is going to pan out. I think that Jacksonville is reaching. Nick Foles is good, not great, and they just don't have the team strength around that to make that a winning situation. If they can fix the offensive line as well this offseason, maybe we're talking. But right now, I just don't see it.